gifting those in. We have some super chats here. First one says,
before we go to super chats, Terry, we have to ask you, do you think there's hope tonight?
We'll come back to me. Let's interact with the viewer for a second. We'll come back to me because there's something I want to say about that, something you said earlier. Even when we've been in the dumps, we've never been an easy game for Arsenal. There's no free hits in December, Hussam. But since everybody guarantees we're losing, what if we win? What are you going to say?
That's a fantastic question, Joshua. If Man United win today, I will give Ruben Amorim, your player, so much respect. I'm going to be on the match reaction, inshallah, today. Terry, you're doing a combined match reaction for all the games, right?
All the games, yes.
So yes. I will be on it. And even if Man United win today, I'll make sure I'm the first speaker and I'll give credit 30 seconds to just Amorim and the players, because it is, whether you like it or not, Joshua, a massive shock result if Man United win at the Emirates. This is reality.
Joshua, let me tell you something, Joshua. Anyone that sit and predict a Man United win today is trying to be edgy. So it's a very it's an unexpected result. It can happen, but it's you trying to be edgy.
Nicholas here says, Terry, you're going to get a damn spanking tonight, is what Nicholas says here. Listen, we have to be at our best to stop that from happening. We really, really do. Mo, what makes you think that Amorim has looked at the Sporting Arsenal game and has worked out a plan to counter what Arsenal did in the Champions League?
It can happen. I don't think he has the time to actually does that as much. You just played 3 days ago, but he will. He might change something, but I haven't seen enough sample size from Amorim to know if he's that flexible, because I've seen Arteta.
It's too early.
It's too early for me to say that he will be that flexible with the players. You know, he might do something completely different. He might play Mazraoui right wing back. And if you guys want to talk about the tactics, outing Amad Diallo might even play behind the forward today, not as a right wing back, and he might go more defensive and play Diallo and Mazraoui, or play more defensive side than we think.
This is what I wanted to say about it. Look, right now, I want to win. Of course I do. I'd take a draw before a ball is kicked. But my view is very clear. Whether we lose or whether we win, my feet are staying so firmly on the ground. Of course, there'll be the euphoria of a victory that I will celebrate and be happy about it. But I'm not going to get carried away with we're back. My manager's this, my manager's that. I want to be as cool, calm, and collected as I can.
You must, if you win against Arsenal today, you must.
Equally, if we lose 2-0, 3-0, and it shows there's a gap. I know there's a gap between us. Now, what might happen today is that Amorim may come up with a plan that the players execute to within an inch of their lives, and we get a result against the odds. But I think that if Man United and Arsenal play each other at the Emirates, this is 10 weekends running, I think right now Arsenal probably walk away with a victory 7, maybe 8 times out of 10. Yeah. And the other 2 games, you might get a draw, you might nick a win. Okay, and I think that's the difference between the 2 clubs at the moment. And I know it's going to take a couple of years for us to get to their level. However, I am really hopeful that Amorim does come up with a plan tonight, does come up with a solution. I want Arsenal players to have an off night. I want all of my players to be at their absolute best, if not play above themselves. Of course I do. However, either way round, I'm keeping my feet very, very firmly on the ground. I think one of the most important things for Man United fans to do, said it from the day Ineos have been here, is stay patient and stay calm. That also means don't go over the top. I also do believe in the football gods, and, not literally football gods, but I believe in jinxing things. I believe that, you give too much, pride comes before the fall, as they say. And I believe in that in life in general. I've done it a few times in my life where I've given it the big enough, I've achieved something, and then something else has gone wrong. It might have gone wrong anyway, but it certainly felt like I was being punished for being a bit too arrogant. So for me, Man United fans, whatever you do, keep your feet firmly on the ground. The team needs your support. From a title race point of view, this is one of those horrible games. If I neutralize myself for a minute, I want to beat Arsenal, but at the same time, I'm sitting there thinking, if Arsenal lose, fucking City drop points and Liverpool win, Liverpool fans are the only group of people in the country there that are happy because the title race is done the first week of December. What a boring remaining 5 months is going to fucking be.
No, Sam said F Man United. He wanted Man United to lose. Sam said yesterday, F Man
United.
Yeah.
Listen,
I want Man United to lose.
Why? You think I'm shy of saying this? No, when you're 9 points ahead, I'm not looking at Arsenal to drop points to Man United.
No, I agree. If Man United were in Liverpool's position, I wouldn't care about the title race being boring. My team ain't in the title race, so when it comes to the title race, I do want it to be as entertaining as possible. That's the only element tonight that would be ever so slightly bittersweet. is the element that if Man United do win, which I want us to, I can be objective for a moment just because I have a brain, a grown-up adult brain, and say Man United winning tonight almost certainly ends Arsenal's Premier League campaign to become champions. And if City and Chelsea don't win as well, that's it. Liverpool are
Sam
champions.
wants Arsenal to win.
Why?
Well, I swear, he wants Arsenal to win today.
Why do you want that, Sam? That's weird.
Why are you moving like the snitch from recess?
Yeah, Habibi, you said that public snitch one. You didn't say it in a private message.
You want
said it on
Arsenal
a
to
show.
close.
Man United.
What? How can you want Arsenal to win? That doesn't even make sense.
Fuck Man United. It's very obvious, very simple.
That's
It's
nonsense.
fuck Man United.
He literally said that.
I don't want Arsenal to
That
win.
is
This guy's
mad.
biggest liar.
That is mental.
Can I speak? Because these are massive accusations. I will increase the audio of my microphone because you guys are both being frauds. I did not say I want Arsenal to win. I said I want both teams to lose and fuck Man United. That's what I said.
That's not possible. You're a logical man. You've got a brain. You've got a PhD.
Yes, it's not possible, but that's what I want in it. So hold that.
You're moving like a kid. You're moving like a kid at Christmas.
Listen, I hate Man United.
Seriously,
It's up to me. I hate the club.
ridiculous.
I hate the club.
Anyway.
My choice. It's a free country. I get to hate who I want.
I like that. I do. But yeah, my biggest thing out of all of this is keeping my feet on the ground no matter what goes on. I want to see improvements. I want to see an idea. I want to see us try things. I can handle losing tonight if we set up right, if there's a shape, if there's an idea, and if there's a plan. Some will say that's no standards. I disagree completely. I'm completely aware of where we are in the pecking order right now. I'll feel very differently about this in 2 seasons' time if we continue to grow and motor on forward. But of course, I want to win. I'll be over the moon. I'll be cracking a bottle of something delicious if we pick up a win tonight because this is my third biggest rival. So yeah, always.
Third biggest, who's second biggest?
City.
Fairs.
And then Liverpool number 1. That's just how it is for me. Some people it's different. I think mine was always Liverpool.
Some people put Leeds second.
So some people will. It depends on where you're from, right? So this is when I was younger, it was Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea. Then obviously City started to improve and get better. And at that same time, I was living in Manchester. So I was in the middle of that rivalry and then City getting all their money. And it changed my perspective. A lot of my friends that are from Manchester, from that area, Leeds are number 1 for some of them because it's so local to them. I felt more the City Liverpool thing, but yeah, it's a little bit. The thing with Man United is we're pretty much everyone's biggest fucking rival, right? So it's
you're not. No, you're
pretty much everyone's. We're in everybody's number 1.
Who says who?
We're in everybody's one. We're in it. Listen, I saw a Newcastle account earlier who was sharing a video from a year ago of them laughing after beating Man United. A year later, they're sharing anniversary videos of beating us in a game in a cup competition they didn't even go on to win. Okay, we're in their top 3. We're your number 1, right? We're your number 1. We're City's number 1. We're definitely in Arsenal's top couple. They hate us with a passion.
Not number 1.
Chelsea hate us. Okay, look, top. We're in everybody's biggest rivalry category. Every single major team in England,
the same about
we are
us,
up
then.
there. No, you're pretty high in most of them, barring Cities. You two love each other.
No, we don't love each other.
That's why I like what Slot said the other day.
You see what Slot said?
Yeah, I loved it. I just keep a little more of it. It's a brilliant comment that you made. Brilliant comment. This here says there's not much pressure on Amorim today, but this is going to be his first test as manager, and he's got pressure. Yeah, the pressure I think is to not get smashed. I think again, the media, you can tell by some of the things they've said the last 24 hours, some of them are clucking to attack him, and they need a defeat, and they need a bad defeat. So there is some pressure there. There's no doubt about it. My previous this year was the previous.